How to play chess by yourself. If you've come across this, then that means, like me, you enjoy a good game of chess every now and then. If you're also like me, you probably don't get a lot of opportunities to do so. Maybe your friends aren't as interested, you don't have a chess club nearby, or maybe you just want a bit of practice. Well, I've got the solution, and a damn good one at that. So long as you follow these rules to the letter, you'll be able to enjoy an evenly matched game of chess whenever you feel like. Before you go any further, I really recommend you're at the top of your game depending on how you go about this. Now, without further ado, let's start. You might want to read through all this before starting yourself, but it should be fine if you just follow along each step. Setup. 1. Find a dark room, preferably the basement. If you don't have a basement, turn off all the lights and cover the curtains until it's just about pitch black. You can leave the lights on until you've finished setting up so long as you know it will be pitch black when you do. 2. Get a sturdy table. You can use whatever table you like, but you might fare better if it can't move that easily. 3. Set up your chessboard in the middle of the table. 4. Get 2 chairs, one for you and another for your opponent. 5. Set up 2 candles to the left and the right of the chessboard. 6. Have 2 pieces of paper to the left and right side of your end of the table, along with a pen or pencil. The paper to your left is to keep track of the moves during the game. 7. Shut off the lights. Starting the game. 1. Once you have everything set up, light the candle to your right. This is your candle. Do not let it go out until the end of the game. You have now begun. 2. You now need to decide what game you're going to play. This is what the paper on the right side is for. If you wish to just play a simple game, keep the paper blank and keep reading. If you wish to play a game with stakes, that is, with a possible reward for winning, skip to stakes game below. Simple game. This is just a simple game of chess. No worries, no fuss. 1. Leave the paper to the right blank. 2. Out loud, with a clear voice, say, just a simple game. Are you ready? 3. The candle on the left will light up on its own. You are no longer alone. You may now proceed with the game. Make sure you write down the moves on the paper to the left. 4. At the end of the game, 3 things will happen. You get checkmated, your opponent gets checkmated, or there is a draw. 5. In the event that you checkmate your opponent, say the following. Better luck next time. Thank you for the company. After you say this, the left candle should go out. Your opponent has left satisfied with a good game. It is now safe to snuff your candle and turn on the lights. The game is over. 6. In the event that you are checkmated, say the following. That was a good game. You played very well. Thank you for the lessons throughout. After you say this, the same thing should happen as did in the previous rule. You may now snuff your candle and turn on the lights. The game is over. 7. In the event of a draw, say the following. I believe we are evenly matched, my friend. Perhaps victory will show its face another time. The left candle should go out again. Snuff your candle and turn on the lights. The game is over. Stakes game. Before going through with this, please understand there are grave consequences depending on how a stakes game goes. You must be able to make peace with whatever should happen if you lose when you begin the game. There is no going back once you start. 1. On the paper to the right, write down the reward you seek should you win. Your opponent will be able to grant you anything you desire. Anything. Be specific and make sure it all fits on the one side facing up. 2. Once you have finished, turn the paper around to the blank side. Say the following out loud and with a clear voice. A stakes game. What is your price? 3. The candle on the left will light up. The blank side of the paper will now be replaced with your opponent's price. That is, your consequence should you lose. Read the price carefully. This is your one and only chance to end this now. If you do not think you can or want to afford the price, say, an intriguing offer, but perhaps another time. The candle on the left should go out. It is now safe to snuff out your candle and turn on the lights. The game is over. If you accept the risk instead, say, very persuasive. Let us begin. 4. The game has begun. Make sure you keep track of the moves with the paper on the left. 5. At the end of the game, 3 things will happen. You get checkmated, your opponent gets checkmated, or there is a draw. 6. In the event that you have checkmated your opponent, say the following. Thank you. I take my reward with humility and appreciation. The candle on the left will go out. Your opponent is satisfied with the game. You may now snuff out your candle on the right. You may also turn the lights on. The game is over. 7. In the event of a draw, there is no reward and no price will be paid. Say the following: an unfortunate situation for the both of us. Perhaps another time. The candle will go out, snuff out yours, and turn on the lights. The game is over. 8. In the incredibly unfortunate event that you get checkmated, I am truly very sorry. There is nothing on earth or heaven that can prevent what happens next. There is nothing you can say, but manners don't hurt. Say, I accept the consequences with grace and finality. The price will be paid immediately. I hope for your sake it was worth it. Safety. Unfortunately, neither the stakes game or the simple game is truly ever safe, even considering the consequences that come with the stakes game. These rules will prevent even further issues from happening should any of these situations come up. 1. You were never meant to see your opponent apart from the small glimpses you may notice from the candlelight. A lit-up room will give you a full view. No one has ever survived with an intact mind afterwards. 2. Your opponent is the guest and you are the host. Lighting up the left candle instead of the right will reverse these roles. Your opponent will no longer be constrained by the rules of the game or to the chair. 3. Snuffing out your candle before the game is over is to forfeit the right to your flesh and soul to your opponent. You belong to them now. 4. You must have perfect knowledge of the rules of chess. Your opponent does not take cheating, however accidental, lightly. Should you make an illegal move, your fingers will be degloved when you try to let go of the piece you moved and your candle will be snuffed out. 5. Chess is a gentleman's game. Be respectful and say the sayings exactly as written. Any disrespectful things said or poor tone of voice will result in the removal of your tongue. 6. Your opponent will not always be having a good day. Making a move not in their favor or winning too hard against them may cause them to lash out. Since you have done nothing wrong, all that will happen is the table will shake and the pieces will fall off the board. Once this happens, you will have 2 minutes to put the board back exactly as it was. This is why you are to keep track of every move made. 7. Failing to put the board back as it was within 2 minutes is to exhaust your opponent's patience. Your candle will go out and you will experience the purest definition of pain. 8. Keep your games spread out. Having games too frequently will give your opponent a liking to your home. They may not leave when the game is over. 9. If your opponent doesn't leave, you are not to snuff your candle. Keep it lit and leave the house. You have until the candle completely burns through to make sure your opponent can never find you.